Here we are at another cheap golf course.
I recently played at Neshaminy Golf Course, and it was a complete disappointment.
Friendly staff, a fun course to play with some challenging holes worth the trip.
I gave this place a shot after reading some reviews. The 1 star was not deserved.
Overall, awful experience. If you told me the entire course was concrete spray painted green, the first would believe you.
The course has a slope of 120 and is only a par 70. I like this course mainly because of the price. You're going to find a good deal regardless of the day of the week. You're going to want to play from those back tees stretching just over 6,000 yards, but you don't even need a driver out here. You might not be able to notice, but the river does cut through this whole golf course. On the back nine, it starts to highlight how great this course is for the value. And so far at this course, I do like the back nine instead of the front nine. It is privately owned, and we double checked. There's no county courses out in this area.
This bad at all. It's an historical landmark in central Bucks County. If anything, it screams central Bucks County. It was built and designed by Charles Schneider Jr. and the story behind it is remarkable. If you don't know Charles Schneider, I didn't know him either. I had to look him up. He's a PGA Tour player. He taught golf, and we should know him because he played against huge golf players like Ben Hogan and Sam and all the historical landmarks. This course officially was built in 1971, but it took 2 years of his vision and mainly his son, quote unquote, saying, "Dad, let's build a golf course." That's insane. And it turned into the golf course that we see today. Then you could play. It's open to the public and hopefully maybe even updates their website. I'm pushing for them not to update the website because the prices are just insane. We're going to talk about those prices in Bucks County here. Now, Charles himself worked at all those big private courses in the Philadelphia area. He was a member at another course, we're not even going to mention it, but his family members were members all over the place, and it became a family, almost resort of golf, one would say. You could probably learn a lot by just hanging around there in the 70s and 90s. Of course, does stay true to this day, just like the website. Now, Fred, the son of Charles, still was involved in golf until his retirement, who was a treasurer at the golf club. Charles was a completely, a huge golf name in the Philadelphia area with golf pros and mostly that elite golf clubs that hopefully one day we'll get out and just try to look at one of those. Now, for the most part, I think that this was one of those courses that you don't realize how good he got it until something happens. And hopefully this course continues to stay true to his name. We might even have to raise some of the prices because it's insanely cheap for some of these rates. 14, you actually have the creek itself running right through it. And it used to be an old milk farm that was purchased by Charles when he was looking with his son for good golf land. And I tell you what, I think they found it in 1971. As mentioned, this was built and opened, and I tell you, everything about it stays true to around that time frame. It's very tight, it's extremely walkable. $42 for regular rates on the weekend, prime time, to walk the course. It's well worth it. And you're going to be paired up. It's busy, but you're going to learn a lot about the course as you're out there. Play from those back tees if you can get out there. The white ones, you can see the tee box, everything about it. I'm going to be honest with you. The course does get a lot of play, I suspect. So even for the price range, it probably is consistent with other golf areas. It's been recommended to play that other course that's not too far, the 5 Ponds. I tell you what, we'll go to that eventually. Important to appreciate all these public golf courses that we can get out there and play. We're not going to get to the private ones. We've officially come to that conclusion. It's not a lifestyle that we could live on this channel, but hopefully 1 week by 1 week getting out to these public ones. You never know, they could turn private, just like Sun Eagles. We got that hole-in-one, and it's going to be a private course next year. So you got to appreciate these great ones. Bucks County's got another one like Bucks County. We're going to get out there and play too. If you know this area, let us know in the comment section. To walk out of here, I would say 6.4. I think the historical, it's a fun course with the background. It's enjoyable. This is Professor.